Copa America USA vs Bolivia prediction, team news, lineups preview. The first Group C clash of the 2024 Copa America will see the tournament hosts, the USA, take on Bolivia on Sunday at ATT Stadium. In their previous encounter, the Yanks claimed a hard-fought 1-1 draw with Brazil, while La Verde are on a three-match losing run following a 3-0 defeat versus Colombia. Match preview. Coming into this tournament as the 11th ranked side according to FIFA, expectations are as high as they have ever been for the Americans at the Copa America. The US are participating in this tournament for the first time since 2016 when they previously hosted the big event and wound up fourth. Their joint best ever finish in this competition. No side outside of South America has ever won this competition, and on paper, the United States appear to be the most likely to break that streak. Suffering just one defeat versus a CONMEBOL opponent since September 2019 3-0 versus Colombia this June. Since Greg Berhalter was reappointed as head coach last fall, however, this team have had a mixture of good and poor performances, defeating only one opponent ranked in the top 50 according to FIFA 2-0 win over Mexico in March 2024. They are coming off a strong performance earlier this month against the former five-time world champions Brazil, giving them a much-needed boost after suffering a lopsided 5-1 defeat against Colombia days earlier, their worst loss since November 2016 4-0 to Costa Rica. Not since the 1995 Copa America in Uruguay have Stars and Stripes had a winning start in this competition, defeating Chile 2-1 on that occasion with a brace courtesy of Eric Winalda. As the lowest-seeded team in CONMEBOL 84th, little is expected of Bolivia at this tournament, a side that have lost their last three international affairs by a combined margin of 7-1. Antonio Carlos Zago won this tournament with Brazil as a player in 1999, but his first managerial job on the international stage has not gone so well, losing 5 of his 7 matches in charge. Collecting even a point at the Copa America this year would be an achievement, as the Bolivians have lost 11 consecutive group fixtures at this tournament since 2015. Bolivia have won 8 successive matches when scoring the opening goal, though they have lost their last 2 Copa America fixtures after drawing first blood, most recently in 2021 versus Paraguay 3-1. The last victory by the Bolivians against a CONCACAF opponent occurred against Trinidad and Tobago in a January 2022 friendly, winning that match 5-0. La Verde are winless and goalless in their previous 3 encounters against the US, though the only time these teams met at the Copa America in 1995, Bolivia came away with a 1-0 triumph. Team news. Sergiño Dest was not selected to the U.S. squad after suffering a serious knee injury for his club side PSV Eindhoven. Christopher Lund is the least experienced player on this team with just 3 senior caps, while Tim Ream is the oldest American ever to be selected for this competition at 36 years, 263 days, surpassing the late Fernando Clavijo 36 years, 145 days. Christian Pulisic is the leading cap holder among the Americans selected for this tournament, 68. While Josh Sargent was recalled for the first time since the 2022 World Cup, scoring 16 goals in 28 appearances with Norwich City in the championship this past season. Pulisic can match Brian McBride for 5th in all-time goals this weekend, scoring his 29th with the national team in their draw versus Brazil on a night when Matt Turner made a career-high 11 stops. The Bolivians will be without Jairo Quinteros for this encounter after the Bolivar defender ruptured his Achilles tendon, while always-ready midfielder Moises Paniagua cannot participate either as the 16-year-old was not given full parental authorization to receive an entry visa into the U.S. Adalid Terrazas and Gustavo Almada were the only uncapped players selected by Zago for this competition, with the most experienced players being Lionel Justiniano 52, Jose Sagredo 54 and Carlos Lampi 55, all of whom have over 50 senior caps. Rodrigo Ramalho has 7 goals for La Verde, more than any Bolivian player named to this squad, with Ramiro Vaca being their next highest scorer 4 goals. USA possible starting lineup: Turner, Scally, Richards, Carter-Vickers. A. Robinson, Adams, Musa, McKennie, Weah, Pepe, Pulisic. Bolivia possible starting lineup: Lampe, Medina, Hacken, Jusino, Joe. Sagredo, Cecido, Terceros, Villamil, Vaca. Fernandez, Ramallo. We say, USA 2-0 Bolivia. As inconsistent as the Americans have been throughout the year, there are far too many holes in the Bolivian back line and a lack of cohesion among the South Americans. Which is why we believe the hosts will claim a comfortable victory. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.